Hello, my Xim community. It's deadzone here, bringing you another Xim configuration tutorial, and this time it's going to be for Grand Theft Auto 5 in the third-person perspective. So yes, that means we are using the Grand Theft Auto 5 third-person mouse translator. And note that I will be doing the first person translator as well, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscription button if you do want to stay up to date and get notified for that, and make sure to hit the notify button too so you actually get those notifications. But let's jump into the in-game settings to start things off with for this configuration. So I am using the standard first person shooter button layout, which is fine for third person, doesn't overly change anything there, except I'm used to playing first person shooters, and this was the closest thing that I could find that had some semblance of what I was used to playing with as far as button layouts go. Excuse me. I didn't want to change too much in my current button layouts as I've gotten so used to them on the keyboard and mouse. But for our aim sensitivity, we're solely going to be focusing on the third person stuff here. So we have third person look acceleration, we have dead zone, we have third person look around sensitivity, and aim sensitivity. So from 0 all the way on the left side to the right side, you can go a total of 14 clicks or 14 D-pad presses to up your sensitivity or lower it. So for third person aiming sensitivity, we're smack dab in the middle at 7. So from 0, you're going to go up 7 ticks. For our third person look around sensitivity, same thing, we're going to be at 7. For our third person aim look dead zone, we're going to be all the way at the max. We want the largest dead zone possible here. And for our look or aim acceleration, we're going to be at 6 points. So just one shy of being in the center. So that pretty much more or less covers the in-game settings that we can play with here. Now, for the Xim translator, or the Xim manager configuration, and this is where things get crucial, guys. You absolutely have to do 3200 DPI. This is coming from someone that normally benchmarks these at 25,000 DPI and tries to make sure that these configurations with the sensitivity and smoothing adjustments are viable on all DPI. And the reason why I do that is so no matter what mouse you're on or whatever DPI you prefer to play on, you are not overly affected. And in the past, I've been extremely successful with being able to make configurations varying from 3200 DPI to 25,000. But in the case of Grand Theft Auto 5's third-person perspective, I highly, highly recommend that you have this set to 3200 DPI. Any lower, and we get mouse stutteriness. And what I mean by that is you'll be scrolling your mouse across, and your in-game screen might stop, even though you're making a nice steady movement. I don't know why, but those are the results that I had happen at 400 DPI, even with the ballistic curve settings that I'm going to go over in a second here. So 3200 ended up being the sweet spot. It was just the right amount of DPI for this game to pick up, and any higher and you're going to get mouse jitter. And what I mean by that is when you go to ADS, you're going to notice that your aim is going to be a little bit spastic and you're not going to be able to center yourself on a target. So unfortunately here DPI has an extremely large effect. So once again, that's 3200 DPI, 1000 hertz polling rate. So as you see behind me here, we have 200 cents for our hip. Synchronize is going to be default. YX ratio, steady aim, those are going to be at default too. So the major things to note here are smoothing at 15, boost at 25. The boost being at 25 is to maintain that acceleration when you're in it, and because what ends up happening without any boost is you actually have a ramp up time for that maximum acceleration to kick in. With the boost at 25, you're more or less there right off the rip, which allows you to make faster 180s and turnarounds on the fly, especially if you're being attacked. For our ADS here, our sensitivity is going to be set to 70. Same thing again, guys, synchronize on default, smoothing on 15, but here we're going to have the boost at 50, and this is actually more for sniping. So this game has a really, I cannot emphasize this enough, aimbot-like aim assist. Doesn't matter if you're on controller. So if anyone leaves a comment like, oh, you're cheating, like, bro, this game has built-in aimbot. Calm yourself. It's not cheating. But the boost here was actually more for sniping. As sniping and sniper rifles, I noticed anything with a scope will not have aim assist. So the boost here, what I ended up finding was that as I would try and move the mouse, I would get no reaction until I made like a dramatic move and then it would move. So you would have these delays in fine aim. So our boost is there to help really with the fine aim. Any higher than this, you're going to kill your fine aim. Any lower than this, and you're not going to get the optimum results. So just something to note if you're someone that likes to snipe in GTA 5. Now, the second crucial aspect here, other than the DPI, is going to be our ballistic curve. Nothing fancy, guys. Nothing fancy. So remember what I said. You try and make fine movements, and it's almost like in game you're not getting a reaction. So what we did here is we did not touch the horizontal bar. We solely touched the vertical bar to our right, and we're going to raise that to 2 or 3. That's going to be up to you to play around with. I liked 2. I found the best results at 2 with the boost at 50, especially for sniping. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the Xim Manager configuration. Guys, I really hope this video helped. If it did, make sure to hit that like button. And like I said earlier on, if you want to stay up to date on future configurations that I have in the works, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Like always, you can reach me at Diadem37 Productions on Facebook. That is probably the best way to reach me, especially if you need help or troubleshooting with stuff, as we can send pictures back and forth. It's always great. Or if you just want the configuration to copy and paste it, I found that Facebook is much better and more reliable than Pastebin. So if you ever just want, hey Diadem, can you just send me the copy link so I can copy it and paste it into my Xim Manager? Feel free to hit me up. Once again, that's Diadem37 Productions on Facebook. And if you just have any general questions or comments, like always, guys, I love hearing the feedback from you. It helps so much to make better content. So keep on doing what you're doing, guys. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.